In part one of How I Made My First Million with Mr. Chan, we found out how, from humble beginnings, he was able to make his first million and fortune, lose it, and then make it back again. And in part two, we find out why Mr. Chan is now focused on the property sector, his expansion plans for Sing Express Land, and how he plans to pass on his wealth of knowledge to future generations. This man has been in business for 46 years, and 43 of those, he says, have been spent in the wrong industry. A lifetime spent as a jack of all trades and a master of none, Mr. Chan says he's good at one thing, and that's predicting property cycles.
And I've been right in all my property cycle. That's why you see a lot of my property in the group. I bought it at the lowest point of the cycle. And most of them are exited also at the height of the cycle.
And it's property in Singapore that Mr. Chan has his eye firmly fixed on.
I think Singapore is a very unique situation. Okay, in such that the last 5-6 years, Singapore has totally transformed into a very global international city, to such an extent that everybody wants to have a piece of Singapore, whether they come and live here, work here, or they want to invest here.
Where do you see the business in 5 years' time?
We actually have planned for Sing Express to become a very exciting and fastest growing company in Singapore with manageable risks. And we have demonstrated in the last 24 months, we actually have grown from a 4 million capital base. And I think by the end of October this year, our capital base, or our NAV, will be in excess of $165 million. And how we see this company, we are very strong in managing our risks. We will have investment income producing property, as well as we balance up with our development property in Singapore.
However, one thing Sing Express Land was not expecting was for the government in Singapore to suspend the Design, Build and Sell Scheme, or DBSS, last year. The DBSS was introduced in 2005 by the Housing and Development Board to get private developers involved in the development of public housing units. As a result, this project by Sing Express Land could be the last DBSS project. Regardless, Mr. Chan still says location is key, something which this project prides itself on.
Location, location, location. Okay? And although if you ever pay premium for the best location, the value of the location will always hold. And through the history of time, if you do a study of all the sites that is near the MRT, you will find the appreciation in value is at least 3 times more than those locations that is away from the MRT. Okay?
So if location is key, what are the essential elements in designing a successful project?
We look at every aspect of the product that we design, the airflow, the orientation of facing the sun, and the product that we build, the property we build will be easy to